Fasten your seatbelts tightly. We're climbing above the clouds again. This is already the third part of our crazy journey through the planet's most dizzying buildings. You thought you'd seen everything? Believe me, architecture hasn't said its last word yet. In this episode, we'll peek into humanity's most ambitious projects, where concrete, glass, and ambition merge into sky-piercing spires. So don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and ring the bell. Heights await us that would make even an alpinist's head spin. Let's go. The northern giant is coming back. Russia is getting ready to repeat and surpass its architectural feat. The Lakhta Center 2 project is declared as the second tallest building in the world, at 703 meters. Yes, you heard right. The northern capital has once again reached for architectural gold. The plan is for the tower to be a symbol of sustainability, innovation, and, of course, Gazprom's ambitions with an XXL suffix. The future skyscraper promises to combine offices, residential areas, museums, and a bunch of green technologies. For now, we're waiting for renders, discussing models, and arguing, isn't it a bit too tall for Petersburg? China, as always, is not falling behind in the skyscraper race. Xifeng Tower in Nanjing is 450 meters of Eastern elegance, where every detail looks as if carved from precious jade. Built in 2010, the tower combines everything from a hotel to an observatory, and its shape resembles bamboo shooting toward the sky, a symbol of growth and resilience. And of course, everything here is green as fresh tea, energy-efficient facades, intelligent lighting, climate control, and on top, a dizzying view of Zhuanwu Lake. They say that in good weather, you can even see the Chinese economy brewing. Southeast Asia is back in the game. This time it's Hanoi, where Lotus Center proudly rises, 272 meters of pure symmetry and glass severity. The architecture is inspired by the traditional Vietnamese dress, Ao Dai, and inside is the full set, from a shopping mall to a hotel. On the 65th floor, skywalk with semi-transparent floors and a panorama that makes the heart stop. Naturally, all of this is accompanied by the usual song about sustainability, efficiency, and care for the environment. And we know, the main thing is to get a good sunset shot. Ah, Spain. Here even skyscrapers are built with drama. In Tempo is a tower 202 meters high that was built for 14 years and became famous as Europe's most problematic high-rise. But the ending is happy. And now it's not just a residential building, but a symbol of victory over bureaucracy, crises, and common sense. The shape is two towers connected by an arch at the top. Inside are apartments that take your breath away, especially when you learn the price. They speak cautiously about green solutions, but about the view of the Mediterranean, loudly and lovingly. Qatar is also not lagging behind in the height race. Doha Tower is 238 meters of Arab magic. Outside is a carved Mashrabiyah-style facade that both adorns and shields from the scorching sun. Opened in 2012, the tower has won numerous architectural awards, and its night lighting can compete with the northern lights. Inside are ultra-modern offices and lounges where contracts with loads of zeros are signed. Naturally, the facade is not just beautiful. It is energy efficient, because in the desert, even art has to be practical. Spain is back in the game, this time with crystalline flair. Torre de Cristal is 249 meters of sparkling glass, built in 2008. The tower rises in the Cuatro Torres business quarter and literally plays with the sun's rays. In the evening, the facade shimmers as if someone accidentally sprinkled diamond dust on Madrid. Inside are offices, meeting rooms, lounges, and even a vertical garden on the roof. Yes, they have a jungle above their heads. Of course, everything comes with the eco prefix. Energy-saving glass, intelligent cooling, certification according to the latest fashion. Dubai returns to the arena with another elegant tower. Ocean Heights is 310 meters of luxury, living in the Dubai Marina district. The form is smoothly curved, as if the wind blew the tower and it froze in motion. It looks not just beautiful, but cinematic. Inside are apartments that take your breath away. Marble, a panorama of the Persian Gulf, elevators faster than your Wi-Fi. Green technologies, of course, are declared heat-resistant glazing, waste systems, and air conditioners that do not work around the clock. They work around the clock with a margin. In the heart of Riyadh rises a tower that seems to say, yes, we have both money and style. Capital Market Authority Tower is 385 meters of strictness, symmetry, and technological shine. The shape is like an elongated rhombus wrapped in a metal mesh. All this is needed not only for beauty, but also to protect against the relentless sun. Of course, there were plenty of green statements here too. Solar panels, water drainage, innovative cooling systems. All so that oil is spent only on Rolls-Royces, not on air conditioning. America responds with its technological monument, the Comcast Technology Center. The height is 342 meters, and it is the tallest building in the United States outside New York and Chicago. Opened in 2018, the tower became a symbol of a new era of digital corporations. Glassy, strict, with an open frame on top. It looks like a megacity Wi-Fi antenna. Inside are offices, television studios, innovation labs, and a Four Seasons hotel with a panoramic pool. And of course, everything here is green, LEED Platinum, heat recovery, automated lighting, and the IT people in the cafes on the 40th floor are also elements of the smart ecosystem. Yes, Tianjin has yet another tower, the World Financial Center, 336 meters of glass symmetry and Chinese business shine. Opened in 2010, it was built with intention, to show that Tianjin is not just next to Beijing, but a full-fledged megacity. Inside are offices, a 5-star hotel, retail zones, and an observation deck from which you can see the horizon fading into endless blocks. Energy efficiency? Of course. Water saving, sun protective glass, and ventilation that adapts to the weather. The tower looks so strict that it seems it can raise mortgage rates with a single glance. Barcelona is not only Gaudi, but also a futuristic splash of glass and light. Torre Glories, formerly known as Torre Akbar. The height is 144 meters, but what attracts attention is not the height, but the shape. It looks like a giant, sparkling cylinder, especially in the evenings when the facade comes alive with thousands of LEDs. Inside are offices, art galleries, tech hubs, and the facade itself has perforations that regulate solar flow. Torre Glories is like an architect saw a cucumber and said, "Why not build it in glass?" And it turned out unexpectedly beautiful. And now to Italy, where there are not only ancient villas, but also ultra-modern skyscrapers. Intesa Sanpaolo Tower is 167 meters, but every centimeter is an engineering work of art. Opened in 2015, the tower became the headquarters of one of the largest banks. Designed by the legendary architect Renzo Piano, the building's facade is a breathing structure that adapts to the weather. On top are public areas, cafes, and even hanging gardens, because even bankers sometimes need a walk among greenery. Naturally, everything is green, from water filtration to photovoltaic panels, because in Italy, even loans are granted with finesse. Let's jump to Africa. Carlton Center is 223 meters, and it is the tallest building on the continent despite its age. Built back in 1973. Outside, strict, almost brutal. But inside, a whole city. Shops, hotels, offices, and an observation deck on the roof from where the entire panorama is visible. The shape is a simple rectangle, no tricks. But what a history. It was a symbol of South Africa's prosperity in the 70s, and even today, it looks like a shout. We were the first. They're quiet about green technologies for now, but the very idea of saving electricity in Africa is already a green step. Johannesburg keeps up with global trends. The Leonardo, opened in 2019, became the second tallest building in Africa, 234 meters, but in an ultra-modern style. Inside are residential apartments, offices, a hotel, and even a private school. Yes, you can live, work, and study without leaving the building. Ultra-urbanism in all its glory. The facade of glass and stone, shapes laconic but elegant. And the view from above, of the whole center of Johannesburg and its evening lights. Of course, the building is declared sustainable. Solar panels, water economy, energy consumption management. Africa is changing and doing it in style. Welcome to Jakarta, a city where skyscrapers grow on the rice fields of the past. Gama Tower is 285 meters, and it is the tallest building in Indonesia. Opened in 2016, the tower combines offices, the five-star Westin Hotel, and luxury apartments. The shape is an elongated glass rectangle with a smooth curve. The facade seems to refract sunlight, creating a pulsating effect. Naturally, the eco-friendliness is on point. Energy-efficient elevators, heat-protective glass, and rainwater harvesting systems. Without them, you simply can't survive in Jakarta. From the capital of South Korea, we move to its second-largest city, Busan. Here rises Landmark Tower, 412 meters, and it is one of the tallest skyscrapers in Asia by the sea. The tower was completed in 2019 and looks like a glass sail stretched by the wind on the shore of the Korea Strait. Inside are apartments, hotels, shopping galleries, and a water park. Yes, there is a water park inside the tower. From the height, not just a view of the ocean, but practically an airline advertisement. And of course, in the best Korean tradition, green air conditioning systems, solar screens, and automation of all processes, from ventilation to cleaning the pools. India also plays big. Palais Royal in Mumbai is 320 meters of luxury, a symbol of Indian billionaires' ambitions. Opened in 2018, the tower was long considered the tallest residential building in India. The facade of glass and concrete shines in the sun's rays, and inside are apartments with price tags that make your head spin more than the height does. Green technologies? Certainly. Rainwater harvesting systems, solar panels, heat recovery. Everything according to the premium class standard. They say that the chandeliers in the penthouses alone cost more than a school in the neighboring district. Dubai again proves that it knows how to amaze. The Address Boulevard is 370 meters of glass and glamour, a symbol of new generation luxury hotels. The tower opened in 2017, and its shape is elegant, almost minimalist, without unnecessary tricks. But inside, there is everything for the rich, from SPA zones to restaurants with world cuisines. From the windows, there is a view of Burj Khalifa, as if the hotel is winking at the Emirates' main tower. Smart cooling systems, energy-saving windows, and even waste recycling, all so that billionaires can sleep peacefully. India is on air again. St. Regis Tower is 268 meters of height that hosts one of the country's most luxurious hotels. The tower was opened in 2015 and since then has been a magnet for tourists, Bollywood stars, and those who like to dine overlooking the endless Arabian Sea. The architects bet on strict yet elegant geometry, and in the project's advertising they keep repeating, "Eco standard of luxury class." Even the pool here has a filtration system powered by solar energy, and that's no joke. Welcome to Poland, a country that in the architectural race decided why not. Warsaw Tower is 310 meters, and this is no joke, the tallest skyscraper in the European Union. Completed in 2022, designed by Norman Foster's Bureau, It has since become a new beacon for Eastern Europe. Inside are offices, restaurants, gardens, and on the roof an observation deck with a view of Warsaw, which clearly is no longer associated only with castles and pierogi. And of course, the entire facade is energy efficient. The ventilation systems are smart, and the lighting is LED and almost philosophical. If you think skyscrapers are boring rectangles, take a look at Absolute World. These two towers in the suburbs of Toronto were nicknamed Marilyn Monroe for their sensual curves. The height is 175 and 158 meters, but they look like twisted ribbons of architectural couture. Inside are luxurious apartments, gyms, pools, and even wine cellars on the floors. And the facade is a real lesson in aero management. Thanks to the curves, the wind is distributed evenly, and residents can open windows without fearing hurricane sounds. Naturally, the project is declared green, with an energy efficiency system, recycling, and architectural ethics. Welcome to Brazil. Not only carnival, but skyscrapers too. Yacht House is 281 meters of luxury by the ocean in the very center of a tourist paradise. The Twin Towers were completed in 2022 and instantly became a magnet for South America's stars and millionaires. Inside are apartments with private pools, gyms, views of the Atlantic, and separate elevators. They say that the number of helipads on the roofs here is almost equal to the number of apartments. Yes, and green is here too. Facades, ventilation systems, temperature regulation. Although the main argument is, it's beautiful here, and you know it. Busan is on air again with the Sharp. 411 meters, 3 towers, one of which is in the top of South Korea's tallest. The facade reflects the sea, the sky, and sunsets, turning every photo into a postcard. Inside is everything you can imagine, from luxury apartments and hotels to its own water park, spa center, and shopping galleries. The project is considered one of the most ambitious vertical cities in South Korea's history. And yes, of course, eco-friendliness. From automatic lighting systems to comprehensive microclimate management, the tower literally breathes with you. This tower is not just the tallest in Latin America, 300 meters. It is like a beacon of modernity among the Andean landscape. Inside are offices, a shopping center, a hotel, and the legendary Sky Costanera observation deck. The view from here is of snow-capped peaks that seem painted. Eco-friendliness? Certainly. The facade regulates light. The cooling systems minimize energy consumption, and the glass seems to breathe. This building is not just architecture. It is a challenge to gravity against the backdrop of mountains. Egypt wants to be the first civilization again, now in the skies. Aspire Park Tower is conceived as a skyscraper over 300 meters high that will crown a modernized Cairo. The shape resembles a lotus flower reaching upward from the sand. Inside are a hotel, a cultural center, offices, a rooftop park. The project promises to become the region's first zero-carbon skyscraper. All that remains is to wait for construction, and YouTube will certainly be filled with spectacular drones. That's all. We have reached the end of the 3rd chapter of our height marathon. Towers that seem like science fiction until you see them with your own eyes, or at least on YouTube. If even one building made you say, wow, then it was not in vain that we climbed so high. And ahead, even more skyscrapers, incredible projects, and architectural madness from all over the world. So don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and press the bell. We're only just getting up to speed. See you in the next episode.